Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. About ready to get this one started. Tbmv3 ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Xavier Gibson now to take it out of the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Tackle there by Michael Hall. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Now he'll run it. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 7. In motion, that's the tight end there. On second down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Slot receiver headed right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for Seattle. 31 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here's second and 9.
Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 60 Eagle.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Hit by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here.
Go.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Take go.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10.
19 Lion. Here we go, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 23-yard
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. They face 2nd down and 7.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Warrior 70. 19 Tiger, 19 70.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Looking left side in tight end Tremble. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On first down, it's Robinson. That one good for 15 and a first down.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Richardson gonna look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
Back to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Moss in motion. Heel drops to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60. Check smash, check smash. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. He's going to look downfield once again. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Ready, break. 70 Lion. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Take off.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Second down and 8. Here's Richardson. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go. The Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Shut up. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Allen. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And 9, Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Tbmv3 Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Seahawks cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Richardson. His tight end Tremble over the middle. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're...
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Seahawks will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Throwing on second down, Richardson. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Tight end on the move left. Back to the air once more on second down. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll send him over to the left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Xavier Gibson now to take it out of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 17-yard line.
On the set.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Big strides. Look at him go. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. On 4th down, Richardson. He gets that complete to his tight end, Mayer. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. To the goal line and in. Xavier Leggett, touchdown Dallas. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set up. Set up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. He's gonna look for the home run ball. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. The Cowboys are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone, and he can only get back to the 16-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Seahawks 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week